China contributes the largest foreign direct investment to Uganda, now standing at a staggering $3.07 billion. Government says this is what is likely to propel the country to the lofty heights of middle-income status.
It is economic cooperation and increased Chinese investment initiatives in Uganda that will lead to skills and technology transfer, fairer terms of trade, increased production capacity, and industrialization to step Uganda into our desired middle-income status.
However, in spite of China's magnanimity towards developing countries, observers accuse the communist state of turning a blind eye on the question of democracy and the rule of law.
We have relied quite a lot more on the multilateral organizations for policy formulation, and most of these multilaterals will clearly tell you the political space is not our domain. But we all know development and politics move together. So the advice you want to learn now from the bilaterals and countries like China is how do you blend development policy and the politics.
Experts at the forum opine that the ICT sector has the transformative power as an enabler for economic growth because it goes beyond the movement of goods to enhancing the ease of doing business.
What future economy can we have without an economy based on information and knowledge and communication? And China's invested tremendously in ICT, and that's underlined everything from e-commerce within the domestic market to overseas sales to industrialization. ICT has really been a key part of that, to the efficiencies of ports and roads and railways and so on.
China's role in Uganda's oil sector cannot go unnoticed. The state-owned Chinese National Offshore Corporation has invested a colossal $2 billion as Uganda seeks to pump its first barrel of oil.
We've got infrastructures coming on. We need 800 kilometers of roads. We've got 12 million tons of materials which we need to import through the ports. We have camps we need to build. We've got 230,000 barrels of oil.
We have money, we have technology, we have professionals, and African countries as well as Uganda is lack of infrastructure, backward infrastructure, and shortage of funds, and also inadequate professionals and skills.
Is there value for money from these grants and aid from China?
One thing that the Chinese, particularly the Chinese investors, have reported time and again to us is corruption and bribery. So we want to improve the climate of doing investment in this country.
There has been numerous economic forums held in Uganda and the East African region at large, all discussing issues around China's emergency as a major development partner and the aid that the Asian giant extends to some countries in Africa in terms of development. But the take-home from this forum especially was how to separate the politics of aid and country politics. We hope that governments in Africa and Uganda at large have taken the message home on how to utilize aid. Marco Musime, NTV Weekend Edition.